Hey fellas, Joanna here. So today we will learn about chapter 4 Cain and Abel on Genesis and the descendants of Cain and the birth of Seth. Chapter 4 Cain and Abel. Now Adam had sexual relations with his wife Eve and she became pregnant. When she gave birth to Cain, she said, "With the Lord's help, I have produced a man." Later, she gave birth to his brother and named him Abel. When they grew up, Abel became a shepherd while Cain cultivated the ground. When it was time for the harvest, Cain presented some of his crops as a gift to the Lord. Abel also brought a gift, the best portions of the firstborn lambs from his flock. The Lord accepted Abel and his gift, but he did not accept Cain and his gift. This made Cain very angry and he looked dejected. "Why are you so angry?" the Lord asked Cain. "Why do you look so dejected? You will be accepted if you do what is right. But if you refuse to do what is right, then watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to control you, but you must subdue it and be its master." One day, Cain suggested to his brother, "Let's go out into the fields." And while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Afterward, the Lord asked Cain, "Where is your brother? Where is Abel?" "I don't know," Cain responded. "Am I my brother's guardian?" But the Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are cursed and banished from the ground, which has swallowed your brother's blood. No longer will the ground yield good crops for you, no matter how hard you work. From now on you will be a homeless wanderer on the earth." Cain replied to the Lord, "My punishment is too great for me to bear. You have banished me from the land, and from your presence you have made me a homeless wanderer. Anyone who finds me will kill me." The Lord replied, "No, for I will give a sevenfold punishment to anyone who kills you." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who might try to kill him. So Cain left the Lord's presence and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Now we will learn about the descendants of Cain. Cain had sexual relations with his wife and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Then Cain founded a city which he named Enoch after his son. Enoch had a son named Irad. Irad became the father of Mehujael. Mehujael became the father of Methuselah. Methuselah became the father of Lamech. Lamech married two women. The first was named Ada and the second was Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal, who was the first of those who raised livestock and live in tents. His brother's name was Jubal, the first of all who played the harp and flute. Lamech's other wife Zillah gave birth to a son named Tubal-Cain. He became an expert in forging tools of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain had a sister named Naamah. One day Lamech said to his wives, "Ada and Zillah, hear my voice. Listen to me, you wives of Lamech. I have killed a man who attacked me, a young man who wounded me. If someone who kills Cain is punished 7 times, then the one who kills me will be punished 77 times." Now we will learn about the birth of Seth. Adam had sexual relations with his wife again, and she gave birth to another son. She named him Seth, for she said, "God has granted me another son in place of Abel, whom Cain killed." When Seth grew up, he had a son and named him Enosh. At that time, people first began to worship the Lord by name. From this story, we learn that you will be accepted if you do what is right. It is on Genesis 4 of 7. What is the moral lesson of the story of Cain and Abel? God then told Cain, the sacrifice that your brother Abel gave was valuable to him and he loved it too. Now, you don't need to be jealous of your brother. If you do what is right, then you will always be happy. But if you do the wrong things, you will have to be sad. What does the story of Cain and Abel teach us about human nature? While filled with tragedy, the story of Cain and Abel teaches us a valuable lessons about living with sincerity. Through their example, we learn how not just our actions but our attitudes matter to God and how devastating sin's consequences can be. What does the story of Cain and Abel symbolize? Abel, the first murder victim, is sometimes seen as the first martyr. Martyr means who has killed by their religion, while Cain, the first murderer, is sometimes seen as an ancestor of Abel. Some scholars suggest that Persicope may have been based on a Sumerian story representing the conflict between nomadic shepherds and settled farmers. What can we learn from Abel? Well, Abel's story seems sad and short. He had a number of lessons to teach us about offering and righteousness. On Hebrews 11:14 reminds us it was by faith that Abel brought a more acceptable offering to God than Cain did. Although Abel is long dead, he still speaks to us by his example of faith. What do you learn about Cain from his responses to the Lord? What do you learn about Cain from his responses to the Lord? Cain was concerned about his welfare and his future. He wasn't concerned about his sin and his confession. He is self-centered. What do we learn about God from his interaction with Cain? God gave us warnings and we have to rule over sin, not let sin master over us. God offered Cain the way to not sin, further a chance to do right. Why is Cain important in the Bible? He is the elder brother of Abel and firstborn son of Adam and Eve, the first couple within the Bible. He was a farmer who gave an offering of his crops to God. However, God was not pleased and favored Abel's offering over Cain's. So that's all the story of the Cain and Abel and the descendants of Cain and the birth of Seth. And if you like this story, then comment, like, share, subscribe and add to plus. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.